The Begode Master ET Max. Will it live up to the hype, or will it be yet another Begode failure? Welcome all to the One Wheel Demon, and we're here to talk about the new upcoming Begode ET Max. I'd like to start off by letting you guys know that I am a huge Begode fanboy. I've rode multiple Begode wheels, including the RS19, the Hero, as well as the Begode Master. So looking at the list that everyone else has probably seen by now, just to name off a couple of things that were my eye-openers, we have the 3,000 watt-hour battery at 168 volts with the 4,500 watt motor. This is going to be the most biggest powerhouse Begode can throw at us, and I am very excited for that. Just for comparison, this is the Begode Master stats with the 3,500 watt motor and the 2,400 watt-hour battery. So you're gonna get about 600 more watt-hours on the battery, but the motor has a 1,000 more watts, so it's much more powerful than the Master. I could definitely say that, and torque and speed. I just don't think the battery's gonna hold up that well. But again, it's a good weight. At least it won't be extremely heavy. It's still gonna, I can see it being heavier than the Master, but probably not by that much. So I saw this tile type magnet for the motor, and I looked it up and I got this diagram, and you can see the tile type is the one that's the curved, and there's a straight magnet. So these are actually magnets for your motor. Mainly you're going to get a more powerful starting torque, more efficiency from the motor, as well as the longevity of the motor is supposed to last longer. So all good things, upgrades, things is getting better, you know, looks good. Alright, so we're moving away from the list, and we're going to go straight to the photos of the wheel, and we're going to thoroughly examine this because there's a couple of things that I noticed that I want to point out. This one is more for the people out there who actually repair their own wheels. I see bolts, and I see a lot of bolts, like a lot of bolts, and that's not a good sign for repair, but is a good sign for longevity and crashes. So like, yes, the wheel is stronger, but sad face, cry, boo-hoo, wee, oh man. The wheel's gonna probably be a lengthy repair for most things, including changing your tube. Next up, we have that headlight, and it seems to be the same headlight as the Master, if not smaller. So we'll see how that works out. Again, it's not gonna probably be the best headlight out there. And now we'll take a look at the suspension. And it looks like to me that Begode's finally stepping in with a coil suspension, fully adjustable. So looks pretty nice. Personally, I'm not a coil suspension fan. I'm a lot more into the air suspension shocks, but still really cool to see. That just means that they're pushing out the problems that we have with the old suspension and trying something new, which is nice to see. Now this next photo is a bit of a shocker. Yes, they're trying a new trolley handle. It doesn't look that good to me. It actually looks really bad the more I look at it, but we'll see when it comes out. Is this, you know, that's one thing that kind of like I really looked at and was like, I don't know. So, like, especially where the hinge is, you can see it kind of looks like it clamps onto the front bar and rotates up, and it just, like I said, looks like something that really wants to break on a crash. So now we'll take a quick look at the rear fender, and looks like a piece of plastic, nothing too crazy. Probably something you can just 3D print, so alright, I mean, I guess we'll get the job done, right? So at 39 kg, which is just about 89 pounds, this wheel does come around about the exact same weight as a Master, a little bit over, which is pretty cool to see. And to finish things up, we'll just do some final pointers about the wheel. The wheel comes with stock pads that aren't terrible, which is cool. You get the spike pedals, which is like an updated version of these spike pedals, which is also really nice. You get a street tire with it, which is cool. The body is flat, so if you don't like the stock pads, you can add whatever pads you want without buying a flaring kit, which is also really helpful. The rear light looks super bright. That's going to be nice. I'm not too big on the seat because the seat looks like hard plastic versus the Master soft, wide, cushiony seat, so that's a little bit of a downside, but still, it's okay because the wheel also looks very sturdy. Looks like it can handle a crash pretty well. That's a good upside. And the wheel just looks really cool. I like the new look of it. I think it's pretty sleek. And I can't wait to see more of this wheel, guys. I hope that this was informative. I hope that I helped you a little bit when it comes to possibly wanting to buy this wheel. And boy howdy, I sure do hope somebody sends me this wheel. But again, one can only dream. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace.